Hello, I'm Erik Robey, and we hope you had a happy Thanksgiving.
And I'm Karla Schaffer, and this is Anne Arundel County Week in Review. This week we'll tell you how you can find out if you're in the floodplain, and we'll have some safety tips for those of you getting your holiday shopping done. But first, making headlines around the county. Well, maybe you are out braving the Black Friday crowds to get the best deals, and you already know this, but we thought we'd help get our viewers up to speed on the hottest toys this year. According to thehottoys.com, we saw some of our usual suspects for boys, the Xbox and Nerf guns, but there's also some new interesting things this year. How about a bike with no pedals? The Strider Balance running bike is specially designed for kids who don't know how to ride just yet. It goes for about $100 and helps teach balance without training wheels. Well, there's a blast from the past. It's the Star Wars Millennium Falcon Lego set. It comes with Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, Han Solo, Chewbacca, Ben Kenobi, and even Darth Vader. So, Erik, it's okay if you want to play with it too.
Darth Vader? No.
And for the girls, the Cloud Twilight Constellation Nightlight is still very popular. It's a turtle that casts light on the ceiling to make any room look like the night sky, and it goes for about 20 bucks. There's also the ever-popular Barbie Princess and Let's Rock Elmo.
That's what I want. Let's Rock Elmo.
The Let's Rock Elmo?
Let's Rock Elmo.
I actually saw that the other day at Target. It looks pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, but there's also some new gadgets out there. The VTech Kid Zoom Spin and Smile camera is about 50 bucks. It's easy to use camera geared towards kids as young as 3. It has all kinds of wacky frames, and your child can edit themselves. Sure, it's different from when I was a kid. We didn't have any of those electronic gadgets.
We had none of those, and thank you for that great commercial for Mattel that you just delivered here, Karla. You know, but I've got to say, everybody wants to know, what are you buying, Rachel and Brandon? What toys are you getting them? They watch the show, folks.
You can't tell.
They can look this show up on YouTube and watch it anytime they want, and then they'll hear what Mommy and Daddy are getting them for Christmas. So they're just going to have to wait like everybody else.
And to see what Santa's giving them for Christmas.
You got to see what Santa's bringing you. That's right. Speaking of shopping, we want to make sure everyone is safe when they are out and about. I've seen shoppers get pretty riled up with all those crowds and all the demand for these popular toys. Public Information Officer Justin Mulcahy joins us now from the Anne Arundel County Police Department with some shopping safety tips. Justin.
Thanks, Erik. The day after Thanksgiving, the Anne Arundel County Police Department will implement its holiday patrols, and citizens can expect to see a greater police presence and increased visibility in and around shopping centers and malls. The police department will continue this proactive approach to help ensure the safety of all county residents and visitors patronizing county businesses. Please take this time to remember the following safety tips when you're out and about shopping this holiday season. Keep your keys in your hand when you're walking out to your car. Keep in mind, park your vehicle as close as possible to streetlights. That's certainly a crime deterrent when you're parked in well-lit areas. Take advantage of mall escort services to your vehicle, as there are resources in place to walk you safely to your vehicle if you feel that you need that. Be aware of your surroundings and report any suspicious activity, as criminals may attempt to distract you in an attempt to take your money or belongings. Also, remember to avoid carrying a large amount of cash and keep your wallet for money in your front pockets. Keep your vehicle locked at all times and your windows up. Store all merchandise in your vehicle out of plain view, preferably in a secure place such as the trunk of your vehicle. Now, it's also strongly encouraged to keep devices such as portable GPS units, laptop computers, and MP3 listening devices out of view. Remember, record serial numbers off of items or take pictures of serial numbers and items in the event your belongings are lost or stolen. These are just some of the tips that you can keep in mind this holiday season. Now, from all of us here at the Anne Arundel County Police Department, we hope you and your loved ones have a safe and happy holiday season. Thank you. Back to you, Erik.
Thanks, Justin. This sounds like simple stuff, folks, but sometimes we get carried away with all the shopping madness. We just want to make sure everyone stays safe and sound this holiday season.
The county is making changes to its garage operation to make sure that fire department vehicles are in tip-top shape. A special task force appointed by County Executive Leopold has forwarded 31 recommendations for improvements. Several are being implemented immediately. The goal is to streamline functions and establish better ways to track and maintain equipment owned by volunteer firefighter stations. The fire garage was built in 1977 and was responsible for maintenance of 150 pieces of fire apparatus. Today, the fire department's fleet consists of 291 vehicles. Due to the age, size, and demand on the facility, the county needs to improve productivity and keep the line safe, ready, and available for service. County Executive Leopold said of the task force report, "Using all the tools available to us, we can provide firefighters and paramedics with a better level of service in order to keep them on the street and not in the garage. We need to work smarter, not harder. Among the recommendations set for immediate action are: central services will build an awning so more vehicles can be shielded from the weather while under repair. Paperwork and records will be kept in one place at the fire garage instead of the fire garage and fire headquarters. Volunteers will be given hands-on training at the garage about preventative maintenance, and maintenance will be calibrated to hours and time on the road instead of mileage. If you would like to read the entire report, go to www.aacounty.org.
Well, in other news, it's time for runners and bikers to make their feelings known. The Office of Planning and Zoning has begun the process of updating its pedestrian master plan for bicycles, and they need your help, folks. Do you have a running route or a bike route that needs a safety upgrade? Well, then we need you to become a member of our Citizens Advisory Committee or submit comments on the plan. The county executive said of this important plan, walking, biking, and running are a great way to stay healthy. They are also good for the environment because they mean less cars on our roadways. Citizen input is key to developing this great plan. This study will take 18 months to complete. There are several ways that you can get involved. Dates and locations of the 3 public listening sessions will be announced next month. To apply as a member of the Citizen Advisory Committee, call 410-222-7440.
Well, there's more Week in Review to come. When we come back, we'll have Marina Hardy here from Community and Constituent Services. Take a look at the community calendar for what's happening around the county. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
It's cold and flu season, and the last thing you want is to be sick or make others sick. So here's what you do to stop germs and stay healthy. Cover your cough. Wash your hands after sneezing, coughing, or blowing your nose. Wash with warm water and soap for 20 seconds, and then dry. When you can't wash your hands, use an alcohol-based sanitizer. If you do get sick, stay home. Stop germs, stay healthy.
And welcome back, folks. Well, community services and constituent services has always been a hallmark of John Leopold's political career. So we thought it would be fitting to bring one of his constituent service reps here on the show today. So we have Marina Hardy, and I know you see Marina out in the community on Community Spotlight from time to time on the show. Marina, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Marina, tell us what a day in a life is like serving the citizens of Anne Arundel County.
Well, no 2 days have been the same since I started 11 months ago, Erik. Every day it's a different issue in the community. I serve as Mr. Leopold's assistant for the Pasadena, Severna Park, and Broadneck Peninsulas. So any constituent issues that come through, they change seasonally, of course, whether it's snow in the wintertime or a tree down in the summertime with the rains that we've had, or just general quality of life issues. I serve to facilitate conversations between the constituents and Mr. Leopold and make sure that appropriate action is taken. So whatever that means in the course of a day, I'm there to do it, and it's great to see the different issues and be able to resolve them and work with the citizens of Anne Arundel County to make it an even better place to live, if that's possible.
So tell us a little bit about your background and how you became interested in the position.
Well, I've always been interested in politics. I joined Mr. Leopold's team 11 months ago, and before that I came from the private sector. So I worked for Southwest Airlines and Toyota, and that gives me a great perspective for working with the citizens of Anne Arundel County. So many of them do work for corporations, and it's good to be able to talk in their talk and break down government concepts to apply to a business mindset. So it's been a great skill, and I'm glad to meld both worlds into my current position.
Well, Marina, you're in and out of the office. This is a position that has you there being reactive when you're answering the phone calls and dealing with the public, but also proactive. We like the staff to be out there, actually getting the pulse of the community. What aspect do you like the best of it?
I love being out in the community, Erik. I love talking with the different citizens, and they have some great ideas of how to better the county and some great feedback for our office. And getting to know people on an individual level and knowing what their kids' names and being able to follow the different teams and what's important for each individual community, and to be aware, be better aware of the different communities and what's important to them.
I think the biggest question on our viewers and listeners' minds is,
Uh-oh.
what is it really like working with Mark Chang?
Oh, that's a tough one. Mark Chang is my counterpart who covers the northwest portion of the county. Let's see, the biggest thing about Mark is he comes in so early in the morning and makes the first pot of coffee, and it reminds me of the Cuban coffee we used to drink in law school. It's very much like the Southwest Airlines Jet Fuel A by the time I get in at 8 o'clock. So Mark, if you ever want a cup of coffee made, don't get it from Mark. That would be my humble advice. But if you need somebody to eat fried wings and pizza with, he's your guy.
Very good advice.
Well, Mark's got a good fan base out there. He does a
does.
great job on this show here for us. Marina, there's a lot of things that entails constituent services, a lot of interesting issues. You come across a lot of great people. In the last year that you've been here, I'm going to put you on the spot here. Is there one situation that you can think back and remember, wow, I'm going to remember that for the next 50 years?
Every day's like that, though, Erik. It's been a great ride. One thing.
A lot of times there's issues that...
Helping people prepare for Hurricane Irene and Tropical Storm Lee and the aftermath. We worked some really long hours, and as a team having to pull together in our office and put in the 12, 13, 14, 18, 24-hour days that it took us to address the community concerns and be on the spot and work facilitating the conversations that needed to happen with tree removal and power outages. And I guess with that, my community personally was, we were landlocked in, and we all had an impromptu block party at the tree breakdown. So I went around and I got an update from BG&E, and we're sitting there all getting out of our cars, and it was late night. It was probably 10:30 at night, and we're all sitting around making the best of the situation. We all couldn't get to our homes, and just chatting and telling some jokes and lightening up the situation, and it was a great humbling experience with my community members and working to get us back to normal in a tough situation.
Well, I think that highlights exactly what this is all about. Marina Hardy, one of the top constituent service reps, a close aide to the county executive. Your community was without power for how long?
Oh gosh, we were probably one of the last to get restored. It was 7.5 days.
7.5 days. Amazing. Amazing. A lot of amazing stories, a lot of good time. Great job for what you do. I know our director, Brenda Reber, is very happy with your performance. She thinks you're doing great. Everybody thinks you're doing great. Folks, there you have it. That's what we do in constituent services here in Anne Arundel County. We're going to go ahead and take a break, and when we come back, there'll be more We Can Review. Stay with us.
One day, you were simply struggling to be a dad. The next, you're coping with a diagnosis of childhood cancer. CureSearch.org can help. It's run by doctors and scientists whose research has led to an overall cure rate of 78%. You're not as alone as you feel.
Welcome back. When Hurricane Irene and Tropical Storm Lee hit this year, a lot of us learned about living in a floodplain. The Federal Emergency Management Agency has now updated floodplain maps that will be very important for everyone's insurance rates. The maps were last updated in 1985, so folks, this chance doesn't come around often. The clock has begun ticking on the comment period, which ends the end of January. Here's how you can check on where your house lies. Go to www.mdfloodmaps.net and click on the button on the right that says Flood Risk Application. You can then type in your address. Take a look because it could affect your insurance premiums.
This week, one of our most popular senior centers had a birthday. Yes, our Brooklyn Park Senior Center has turned 11. Our own Mary Felter sat down with the director of the center to look back on its history. Mary?
Thanks, Karla. Today my guest is Carolyn Scurry-Boyd, who is the director of the Brooklyn Park Senior Activities Center. I've asked Carolyn to come on the show today because we have a couple of things to cover. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mary, and I'm glad to be here.
I understand that you have an anniversary coming up. It's going to be November the 21st, and I thought maybe you could tell us a little bit about the history of the center before you tell us about the anniversary activities.
Yes, we're celebrating the 11th year. The official date opening was November the 21st, 2000, of the anniversary of the opening. Goodness. It's part of the complex. It's housed with Chesapeake Arts Center, Brooklyn Park Middle School, and formerly it housed Brooklyn Park Senior and Junior High Schools.
No, I think most people know where that is in the Brooklyn Park neighborhood,
Yes.
right there off of practically the interstate. How long did it take from the original planning to the opening?
It took 4 years for them to be at the location where they are now. Previously, they were with the nutrition site, they were in the community center, they were in the storefront, strip mall in the Brooklyn Park area.
Oh, I guess you all were very happy to move into a new site.
Yes.
And tell me about some of the activities that you have at the center.
Okay, we have lots of activities going on. Right now is registration time at Brooklyn Park. You can come and register.
Is that for the college classes?
These are for the college classes and for the non-college classes also.
okay.
We offer exercise classes, line dancing classes, ESOL classes, traditional dance classes, computer classes,
Painting? too?
painting. No.
And I saw that you
Yes.
had some photographs
Yes,
up on the
those
wall.
are photo print shop pro programs.
Oh,
That's
it sounds like
offered.
you have a good variety of things going on. What
Yes.
exactly are you going to be talking about or doing for the anniversary itself?
Okay, we're planning a breakfast. In the morning, there's going to be breakfast from 8 a.m. till 9 p.m. I mean, a.m. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
And we're going to have entertainment come in. Our new director, Pam Jordan, will be there to speak at the center, and anybody is welcome to visit the center on that day.
I understand that you have several activities for the holidays that are coming up as well, some concerts or other parties.
Yes, we have coming, the Mothers Group is going to be singing and performing at the center. They're the Korean American Traditional Mothers Choir that's coming in, and they're going to be entertaining us. We're going to have a Christmas party. I know.
You're going to decorate your Christmas tree?
Oh, yeah, we're going to do trim the tree, and we're going to have the new advisory council members there. You're welcome to come and meet the new advisory council. We're going to have light refreshments, and we're going to have music at that time also.
No, this will give
Yeah.
people a chance to tell the advisory committee what they think as well.
Yes, yes.
And they share that information with you, of course.
Right.
That's the
Yes.
role of an advisory committee.
Yes.
So. And then you have a holiday party coming up on December the 15th as
Yes.
well.
On December the 15th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., we'll be holding a holiday party at Poseidon in Glen Burnie. It was formerly Cactus Willie's, if anybody doesn't know
Right.
that. The cost of the tickets are $11 per person. We also will have entertainment there, and a lot of people enjoy hearing Mike McIntyre, who is the music magic machine. He will be doing the entertainment for us on that day.
I understand you'll have a variety of food, Oriental, American,
Yes.
and Italian too, for those
Yes,
who like
yes,
that, and Japanese
yes,
dishes.
yes.
So, how do people get information on these events? Do they call you, or what do they do?
They can call me, they can call the center, talk to a volunteer or other staff. We're there Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. On Tuesdays, we're open from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m.
Oh, I didn't know you had
Yes.
evening hours too.
Yes, we offer line dance in the evening.
Oh, that's good.
And you can contact us at 410-222-6847. And we have lots of information to give you. Just call us, and you can visit us also at 202 Hammonds Lane in Brooklyn Park.
Thank you. I was going to ask you what the street address
Yes.
is. I know that it's right in that complex.
Yes.
People get off of Ritchie Highway going north and turn west, and there you are
Yes.
within about a quarter of a mile. So
Yes.
don't go in the first entrance, right? Go
No.
in the third entrance.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
That's a nice parking lot for everyone.
Yes.
Well, I really appreciate your coming on the program today, Carolyn, and telling people congratulations on
Thank
the
you.
11th anniversary of the center. I know you've been there all those 11
Yes.
years, right?
I have. I opened up with the center in 2000, and it's just nice to have a center in that community, and it's really working out well.
Well, we want people to come on by, and I understand you're thinking about having something for old members to come back and find out what the new members already know about all the
Yes.
activities that you have going on.
Right, yes.
Thank you for coming on the program.
Thank you. Okay.
This is Mary Felter, Public Information Officer for the Anne Arundel County Department of Aging and Disabilities for Anne Arundel County Week in Review. Back to you, Karla.
Thanks, Mary. It's actually hard to believe it's been 11 years. That center is such a fixture in the community. There's so much going on there in the month of December.
In this week's Community Spotlight, our own Mark Chang chats with Linthicum Women's Club about their annual holiday bazaar. Mark.
Thanks to both of you in the studio. I'm back over here in Linthicum. I was out here in Linthicum last week, and I'm back here again because there's a lot of great festivities coming up this holiday season over Linthicum. And with me today, I have three very special guests, and that's Mrs. Claus and her deputies, or her elves. And they're teaming up with the Linthicum Women's Club on this upcoming Holly Mart. And so, first of all, Mrs. Claus, I want to start off with you. Thanks a lot for coming down from the North Pole. We know that you're very, very busy during this season. But during your during your side extracurricular time, you're able to help out the Linthicum Women's Club. Tell the viewers out there, what does the club do?
Well, we're dedicated to maximizing the effectiveness of volunteerism for the community.
Okay, great. And then what type of other activities do you do in addition to the Holly Mart?
Well, we just delivered 50 ditty bags to the veterans at the VA hospital in Baltimore. The bags had little puzzle books. They had toothpaste, toothbrushes, combs, little things that they might need that they don't have family bringing them. And everybody got a free baseball hat donated by one of the club members.
Okay.
We sponsor high school sophomore with the Hugh O'Brien Award every year. And we have a leadership seminar for the Hugh O'Brien winners. We sponsor an ecumenical prayer breakfast every March, and we award $3,000 scholarships to North County High School seniors. We contribute to local charities. We organize the Summer Concerts in the Park series, which you need to come to see. And we maintain community traffic triangles and gardens throughout the community of Linthicum. Some members go to Hilltop Elementary and Belgrove Elementary for their lunch bunch, where they read to students and eat lunch with them.
All right, well, that's a mouthful, Mrs. Claus. You're so busy. But also, my understanding is during the off-season from the holidays, you're also the membership chair over at the Linthicum Women's Club. How can women out there join the club?
Oh, they could go to the library, their brochures with phone numbers to call, or else they could call me at 410-507-8321.
All right, well, thank you very much, Mrs. Claus, and you look great. The outfit looks great. I'm going to go over to one of your deputies here, and I have Elf Fran. And Elf Fran, could you tell the viewers out there about the upcoming Holly Mart?
Yes, we'll have our Holly Mart coming up the first Saturday in December, and we'll be offering homemade baked goods, homemade candy, fresh greens, flower arrangements, cookbooks. We have a little children's corner where they can make their own gingerbread houses. We have a white elephant table. We have lunch. We will be serving lunch, 2 different seatings, and lots of goodies. We ask you to come and join us.
Great. My understanding is for lunch that's $10 for lunch. I just bought a ticket. I think lasagna's on the menu.
It's on the menu, lasagna and a salad and garlic bread, so come and join us.
All right, well, I can't wait to that day because I'm already getting hungry here. But also, right next to you, you have another coworker. It's Elf Lynn. And could you tell the viewers out there the date, time,
Again, yeah, it's going to be December 3rd. It's the first Saturday in December, and we'll be at the Linthicum Methodist Church on School Lane from 9:30 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon. We'll be having a lot of things to see. The prices are unbelievable. We'll have hot coffee for if it's a cold day and a nice warm lunch. Great time for everyone. Bring the children. We have Santa when you get there. And if you need to get more information, you can call me at 410-859-5954.
Great. Thank you so much. Mrs. Claus and the elves, thank you so much for your time. I know that you are very, very busy during this season. You've got to head right back to the North Pole after this filming. So we really appreciate your time coming down to Linthicum and Anne Arundel County and all the work that you all do, not just during the holiday season, but every part of the year. So viewers out there, you hear about this very festive time that there's going to be this holiday season down in Linthicum. Come on down here, and we'll see you over there. Reporting for Community Spotlight for Weekend Review, back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Mark. That was a really good report, but I don't see what's so bizarre about it.
In this week's Hot Topics, the Anne Arundel County Fire Department responded to more than 1,500 calls for service. This included more than 1,100 emergency medical calls and 100 fire calls. When Anne Arundel County residents think of fall and winter seasons, they think of holiday parties, festive decorations, and glowing fireplaces. However, fire officials would like to make residents aware of some safety tips during the holidays. With us now to tell us more about these is Division Chief Michael Cox of the Anne Arundel County Fire Department. Chief?
Thanks, Karla. Holidays are a joyous time of the year to spend with friends and family. However, what many people don't realize is that the winter months are the time of the year with the highest occurrence of home fires and home fire deaths in the United States. On average, annually, more than 1/3 of the U.S. home fire deaths occur during the winter months. The National Fire Protection Association statistics show that heating equipment fires are the second leading cause of fire deaths in American homes. During the winter, faulty heating equipment is by far the leading cause. Tens of thousands of home heating fires kill hundreds of people on average each year. According to the NFPA, home heating fires are the most commonly caused by inadequate chimney cleaning, placing things that can burn too close to the space, and portable heaters, fueling errors involving liquid or gas-fueled heaters, and flaws in the design, installation, or use of heating equipment. Fires are preventable. It's simply a matter of being aware that these hazards exist and taking the few steps necessary to avoid them. Many of these heating sources also produce carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide is a colorless, odorless, deadly gas. Because you cannot see, taste, or smell carbon monoxide, it can kill you before you know it's there. Carbon monoxide is produced by appliances that run on flammable fuel. Some common sources are gas or oil furnaces, gas refrigerators, clothes dryers, water heaters, grills or ranges, gas or fuel space heaters, and wood-burning appliances such as fireplaces and wood stoves. During the last year, Anne Arundel County firefighters responded to more than 250 carbon monoxide emergencies. Most of these calls were the result of citizens installing carbon monoxide detectors in their homes. The carbon monoxide detectors are very sensitive and often detect small problems before making the occupants ill. Of the more than 250 responses, 13 people were transported to area hospitals because of exposure to carbon monoxide. Everyone can be at risk of carbon monoxide poisoning anywhere and at any time. Senior citizens, infants, and unborn children are especially vulnerable. CO poisoning can be difficult to diagnose. Its symptoms are similar to the flu and may include headaches, fatigue, nausea, dizzy spells, and confusion. Key indicators that these symptoms may be carbon monoxide poisoning are more than one person in the house that is feeling ill, and if you feel better when you are away from home. The Anne Arundel County Fire Department recommends that all home heating systems and chimneys be inspected annually and cleaned if necessary before the start of each heating season. Every household should have at least one carbon monoxide detector mounted near the sleeping area. If you use space or portable heaters, keep anything that can burn, including people, pets, and furniture, at least 3 feet away. When leaving the room or going to sleep, make sure to turn the heaters off. Installing carbon monoxide detectors If your CO alarm activates, gather all family members in a pre-designated meeting place and check to be sure everyone is present. Determine if anyone is experiencing poisoning symptoms such as headache, nausea, dizziness, or disorientation. If so, leave the building immediately and call 911. Do not re-enter until responders say that doing so is safe. If no symptoms are present, press your CO alarm's reset button and turn off all potential sources of carbon monoxide. Any appliance or machine that runs on fossil fuels, such as a gas furnace, water heater, stove, oven, clothes dryer, space heater, fireplace, grill, or a car left running in an attached garage produces carbon monoxide. Open doors and windows to let fresh air in and call a trained service technician to check your appliances, flue, and chimney systems. Karla?
Thanks, Chief. Erik, I think it's safe to say that anyone who watches the show is going to say they know all of the safety tips.
There's an easy safety tip, Karla, and I'll tell you what it is. Don't do anything that I would do, and you will always be safe. Just kidding. Well, let's shine the Recreation and Park spotlight now on our friend Franklin Cheney, the one and only. Franklin's going to tell us how to get involved in planning the future of recreation and parks in Anne Arundel County. Franklin.
Thanks, Erik. The day after Thanksgiving, the Anne Arundel County Police Department will implement its holiday patrols, and citizens can expect to see a greater police presence and increased visibility in and around shopping centers and malls. The police department will continue this proactive approach to help ensure the safety of all county residents and visitors patronizing county businesses. Please take this time to remember the following safety tips when you're out and about shopping this holiday season. Keep your keys in your hand when you're walking out to your car. Keep in mind, park your vehicle as close as possible to street lights. That's certainly a crime deterrent when you're parked in well-lit areas. Take advantage of mall escort services to your vehicle, as there are resources in place to walk you safely to your vehicle if you feel that you need that. Be aware of your surroundings and report any suspicious activity, as criminals may attempt to distract you in an attempt to take your money or belongings. Also remember to avoid carrying a large amount of cash and keep your wallet for money in your front pockets. Keep your vehicle locked at all times and your windows up. Store all merchandise in your vehicle out of plain view, preferably in a secure place such as the trunk of your vehicle. Now, it's also strongly encouraged to keep devices such as portable GPS units, laptop computers, and MP3 listening devices out of view. Remember, record serial numbers off of items or take pictures of serial numbers and items in the event your belongings are lost or stolen. These are just some of the tips that you can keep in mind this holiday season. Now, from all of us here at the Anne Arundel County Police Department, we hope you and your loved ones have a safe and happy holiday season. Thank you. Back to you, Erik.
Thanks, Franklin. And no, we're not bringing the Redskins training facility next to your house in South County. But if you have something for the Ravens, let us know about it. That Franklin, he's always trying to pull one over on us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I tell you, Karla, it's the Friday after Thanksgiving.
Black Friday.
But it's full Friday, too, because I still got turkey in my belly and stuffing and all the good stuff. Did you have a great Thanksgiving?
We did. We had a great Thanksgiving. We had my family in town.
It's always a great
Thanksgiving
time.
at my house, yeah. Went Black Friday shopping with my mom.
You did?
Did you know that Macy's was open at midnight?
Were you there?
I might have been.
You were at Macy's at midnight?
Yes.
Did you sleep?
A little bit, you know, naps here and there.
I mean, why? I don't know. You got to fill me in on this. Why do people go shopping?
It's a Thanksgiving tradition.
But why? I mean, you save like $2.
No, they have some great deals.
$3. Come on, you can't.
You've
be saving
obviously
that
never
much money.
been Black Friday shopping.
No, I don't know.
Exactly.
Why would you go shopping in the middle of the night? I can go during the day when the sun is up like everybody else. It's normal.
You're missing all of the excitement. No. Yeah, no? Okay. Well, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was great.
Yeah?
There was football on at 1. There was football on at 4. There was football on at 8:30. There was a lot of turkey. There was ham.
There was turkey at 1 and at 4 and at 8:30.
Not at 8:30. 1 and 4, yes. Not
Pie
at 8:30.
Pie at 8:30.
Pie at 8:30. Yeah. So it was good. Thanksgiving is about family and food, the two important staples in life. So it was a good day. It's a good day. Well, folks, that wraps up this week's edition of Week in Review. You can watch this episode online anytime at www.aacounty.org. Archive episodes are available at blip.tv and on YouTube. You can also subscribe to the free video podcast at iTunes. Please tune in again next week for more highlights and news from around your county. We'll see you next time.